Good morning. Good morning, everyone. So I'm grateful to be with you all, and thank you so much for tuning in each and every day. It always brings a smile on our face when we see you. So we really wanted to welcome you to the show this morning. And so for next week, Rena was just talking about what we're going to be talking about, some exciting things are going to be happening. So do stay tuned. But welcome this morning. Great that you could join us. So it's hello from me. I am Alka.
Welcome, everyone. I'm Ria, and welcome to our show.
So this morning, we're going to be talking about, I'm going to pass it on to Ria. So Ria, pass the mic on to you.
Yes, thank you, Alka. So today we're going to discuss Alka's book, From Cocoon to CEO. And we're almost close to the end of our book. So so this week will be the end of our books, and From Cocoon to CEO will be discussing one of the few last chapters of Alka's book. Chapter 6 is A Butterfly Needs Friends. And in this chapter, there is a quote from Maya Angelou, and it goes like this: "We delight in the beauty of the butterfly, but rarely admit the changes it has gone through to achieve that beauty." So that's very powerful. Now, Alka, can you let the viewers know what made you write chapter 6, A Butterfly Needs Friend? If you can expound more on how the butterfly will need friends.
Absolutely, I can. You know what? First off, that quote by Maya Angelou, she is phenomenal. I just love her. I love her work. But that quote is very powerful. And why I decided to choose that particular quote, why that it resonated with me, because as I had mentioned in previous chapters, that to be a butterfly, it goes through many different phases. It's a chrysalis, then it metamorphosizes into, it's a cocoon, and then it metamorphosizes into a butterfly. It has wings, it can fly, it has the freedom to fly. So in this chapter, I talk about obstacles and how obstacles, if you're faced with any obstacles, adversities that you are facing in your life at this present moment in time, how can you get out of it? How did I get out of it to make my life a true success it is today? And so obstacles, you have to find the strength in you. First of all, you've got to find the strength in you to get out. And a butterfly only blossoms and blooms when it's the right time. So when you are going through any obstacles in your life, it's all about the time and knowing that you can get out. So the obstacles are only in your way temporarily, but know that it is possible. You can get out. You can be the butterfly that you always wanted to be. So that is what I would say, Ria.
Now, in your chapter 6, you mentioned about the success needs other people, including friends and mentors. Share to our viewers more about having friends and mentors.
Yes, so having friends and mentors around, it is equally important to your growth, and is equally important when you are going through different transitions in your life. And so how do we begin to choose that? How do we begin to even find mentors and begin to find friends? Well, you need to, I always talk about, and I mentioned the book several times in the several chapters, is that you got to do the internal work, because without the internal, there's no external. You cannot be 100%, or you cannot be authentic, is what I'm trying to say. So you got to do the internal work first of all. And you know what? Some people might say, as viewers are listening, you might say, well, 𝗥𝗵𝗲, that is easier for you to say. And you know what? In actuality, it's not, because, you know, there were many times there were times I wanted to give up. I mean, no, I'm not perfect, and no one is, but there were times I wanted to give up because I was finding that I wasn't going anywhere. My life wasn't going anywhere, and I was stuck. So to find a mentor, you know, who truly is aligned with you, and finding a mentor who really guides you and really elevates you, because your purpose, you know your purpose, they know your purpose, they see you for who you are, is important. So then having friends around, because a butterfly needs friends. Butterfly is only beautiful and gorgeous and is able to fly, has that freedom to fly, when it's surrounded with other butterflies who are like-minded, who are growth-minded, and they both want to soar together, right? So choosing a mentor, choosing good friends who are, I would say, who are uplifting, who support you, who will love you and care for you in any endeavor that you choose to get into. So that is what I will say, Ria, is to find out, you know, who your mentors are, be aligned with those mentors and friends too.
Yes. So in your book, you mentioned that the butterfly goes out by itself, and then at some point of the day, it goes back and be with other butterflies. Now, in your book, you've also mentioned how your grandfather, grandparents have helped you. You've also mentioned about Les Brown, who's also guided and mentored you along the way. Could you share with the viewers one or two stories from your parents and from Les Brown, having the privilege and the opportunity to be with these mentors?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, your mentors can be anybody. And my biggest, you know, my mentor was my father, number one. My father was very inspirational, and he always, you know, he always had the wisdom, the worldly wisdom about him that he implored on me. And he always wanted me to strive for excellence in anything that I did. But he was very supportive and very caring, and saw, you know, the potential. So my father, number one. Then my grandparents too were very influential in my life. So your mentors could be anybody in your family, could be obviously external, like, you know, Ria mentioned Les Brown. So your family, you know, find in your family who is there to uplift you, who is there to support you, whether you're in your down moments, or, you know, you're successful, you've accomplished what you wanted to accomplish. So find, and, you know, just take note of everyone and anyone. So, you know, so in your family, like in my family, it was my father, and then it was my grandparents who really implored all the wisdom in me to, you know, to do what I'm doing. And so every step of the way in my journey, in my life, has truly been instrumental. And then Les Brown, I mean, Les Brown, he, a phenomenal man, phenomenal. I mean, I had a chance to go to Atlanta to meet Les, and he invited me to come down. So, you know, that moment, just spending with Les, and, you know, it was the one-on-one that we had, you know, the sessions, was very memorable. But finding a mentor, finding a good mentor who will guide you in your process. And so as I wrote the book, From Cocoon to CEO, Les Brown wrote the foreword to my book. So that was an immense honor.
You know what I could remember about Les Brown, Alka?
Mm.
I followed him a couple, I think last year.
Yeah.
He has this quote, "Are you hungry? Are
Yeah.
you hungry?" He would ask all the viewers, "Are you hungry?" So what he is asking is if we're hungry for change, if we're hungry to be a better person. And if
Yes.
we are, we will do what we need to do, and that is change. Now, I also remember from one of the quotes that if when the student is ready, the teacher will appear, and that teacher is your mentor. I believe,
Exactly. Hmm.
and there's also a saying that mentors see our future. We cannot see so some of us are blinded and we cannot see the distant future, but mentors are people who are there and we want to go in that direction. So they can see our future and they can believe us. They can help empower us to get to our future. So folks, if you're looking for a mentor, if you're ready, your mentor will appear. We just have to choose our mentors wisely. So
Exactly.
Alka,
Hmm.
do you
And you
have
know what?
any? Yes, go ahead.
I was just going to say, I love that because you know what? When the student is ready, absolutely 100%. If the student is ready, when you are ready in a sense to change your life, changing your life to, you know, you were stuck today, your life is not going to how you want it to be, and you're looking for that change. A teacher will appear because you've already planted a seed that you are wanting that change. It's like I made a change. I made that decision and took that one decision to my mindset. I changed my mindset, and that's all it took. And from that moment on, I began to find people that just came in my way. And Les Brown was a mentor, my first mentor that came my way. So absolutely 100%. When the student is ready, the teacher does appear. So what I would like to say, chapter 6 is very powerful to me. It truly resonates with me. And I love Maya Angelou's quote. So, you know, a butterfly, if you're looking to be a butterfly, you're wanting the change in your life today, make that choice. Make that choice to be a butterfly who wants to fly and soar to great heights, because there's nothing better feeling than soaring to great heights because you know you can. So that will be my final words, is every success will come to you, but you only have to take it to be that butterfly that you always wanted to be.
Well, thank you, Alka. So stay tuned, guys, for tomorrow. We're going to do my book. Now, Alka, where can the viewers get your book from Cocoon to CEO?
They can buy it on Amazon. It's available on Amazon. Mm-hmm.
Awesome. So, guys, check out Alka's book, From Cocoon to CEO. So remember, every great achiever is inspired by a mentor. So choose your mentor wisely. When the student is ready, the teacher will appear. Take care. God bless everyone.
Exactly. Bye, guys. The teacher sure does appear. So we will see you tomorrow, same time, same place. Bye, guys.
Bye.